Okay guys, welcome back to my screen. What I actually have on my screen is the DSY, and if you watch my watch list, we have the DSY, Euro USD, JBP USD, USD CHF, Bitcoin, NAS 100, and gold. And I deleted US30 because of the pair just the pair just running me crazy. So let's look into the chart and know what the market has for us for this week. And firstly, whenever I open a clean chart, I first go on the DSY, the dollar index, to know what the market is doing. So firstly, I first plot my levels to know if we are in an uptrend, downtrend, or a ranging market. So firstly, I first use my horizontal bar to mark out the lowest low, and I put it on my body candle. Then I use the same horizontal bar to mark out my highest high being this level. So these have given me a clear direction that the market is downtrending. But meanwhile, I still have another level being this level here, being this level here. So if you can watch what the market did was, it came from this level down to this level, down here, down here, down here, down here, down here, played to this level, and we pinched a little bit up here. So if I can bring out this pattern, if I bring out this pattern from here, definitely using this bar, you can clearly see that this is a very ranging market. This is a very clear ranging market, and if you can watch this push that the DSY made this week, it kind of suppressed all the old highs at this level. So we can call this a breakout or a continuation to the upside. So I can do, let me quickly delete all this level, level here. So I'll scale down to my daily time frame where I can now know what the market is trying to do. On my daily time frame is where I'm going to just bring out my rectangular option to zone the market, to zone it properly, because definitely I don't use the horizontal, but I just use it for the first markout, then I delete it. I delete it. I, let me extend this one. Let me extend this level. Extend it to this place for you to touch the whole of the places. And if you can watch, we touched here, we broke here, we came back here, we touched here, we scaled down here, we touched here, we pinned back here, we touched here, we created a double top here, we came choppy here, we came back here, created a double top, came here, and here this level kind of hold it back to this high. So I'm going to mark out this level again. I'm going to mark out this level again for it to be a resistance here. So what am I expecting on DSY? Fast and forward. Let me clone this level at this level. Yep, that's it. That's it. So I can now delete my weekly horizontal bar and drag it here for it to kind of. So right now my chart has been absolutely clean. So what am I expecting in DSY? If you can look, the market always make it from this support level down to this resistance, from this resistance level to this support, but definitely we came around this level, we came to form something like a double top, I'm looking for an arrow. There's an arrow I'm looking here. Let me put this thing here. Looking for an arrow. Arrow. Where is this arrow? Where is this arrow? Where is my arrow? Hold on, guys. I'm looking for an arrow. Okay. The arrow markup. Let me add it on my favorite. So go back and take away the drawing panel out. So we definitely did something like this in this level here and here. That's creating a double top here before moving up towards the upside. So what am I expecting on the DSY this week or this upcoming week? Either this market, okay, I guess I'm missing something. So I'm seeing a kind of a high above this structure. So what am I expecting in DSY is either DSY pushed or either it pushed back to this level and pull up here and keep on heading to the upside, or we came back inside this level, test back here and head down to this resistance bar. It all depends on this level. It all depends on this level. So how are we going on my Euro USD? Euro USD, what the Euro USD have for us? Simply go to the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame. As we do it, weekly time frame, we use our horizontal bar to mark out the measure low created. I think I'm going to put it around this level. Measure low created and the measure high created. I think it should be this level. Let me bring it down to this level. Yes, because this one just burst, came back into here. So the market has been touching 1, 2, 3. Manipulation came back here, 4, 5, and down here. So I'll scale down to my daily time frame to see what the market is doing. This is where the market became more tricky. So I have to zoom it, zone it to this level. I have to zoom it to this level. Alright, zoom it to this level and delete this bar. Quite alright, delete this bar. Quite alright. And clone back is my most high that I have here. Sorry guys, this video is going to be much lengthy, but for educational purpose, you have to stick around to the very end. And you have made it to this point, do not hesitate or subscribe, like for new update like this and new analysis that I'll be dropping on my channel. So let's continue back. This is the Euro USD. So I have to do it properly. I have to bring it a little bit to this level for it to cover this touch. 1, 2, break, manipulation came back, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you guys can watch the same thing, 1, 2 on this resistance, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6 times. So I have my bias on this. My bias on this Euro USD is that 1, either the market, you can look, there's a mini level around this level. Yeah, either the market, okay, let me mark out this low here. I guess I'm taking here. Okay, either the market pushed all the way here, hold it here, and we head it down to here, or the market pushed it all the way here to this high, come back to this level and start heading up here. So this is my bias on the Euro USD. It all depends on this level. So I'm going to clone it. Let me delete this pattern. Clone it. Clone it. Right. I'm going to clone it. I'm going to clone it. I'm going to clone it. Yes, I've already clone it accurately to touch both the body and the wick of the candle. So I'm going to wait. The way I trade, I react based on what the market is showing me, not what I think that the market is doing. Either I wait it to come back towards this level, then drop it down to this level, or picked it up from this level by tomorrow to this high, retest back to this level, and start heading back to the up here. It's all going to decide. This level is going to decide what the market is going to do by next week. So let's go to GBP USD. The same thing on GBP USD. Firstly, we go to the weekly time frame to mark out our highs and lows. So as you can see, we have this level. I'm going to bring it back down to this level for it to touch this level. 1 2 3 4 5 6 consecutive touch and towards my low. I'm going to bring it towards this, I guess this level. Let me see what this level the touch is. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Even when he broke out, he came back here, retest and push up here. He came all the way to this level, back to this level, touched here, came back, retest. So I'm going to pick this. I'm going to pick this level. Definitely, I'm going to pick this level. So I've marked it. Go down to my daily time frame to see what the market is doing at that level. What the market is doing at that level. Definitely, I'm going to clone. I'm going to clone. Definitely, I'm going to clone. You guys to be very, very careful about this level. Be very, very extremely careful about this level. Whatever you're doing next week, be very, very careful about this level. Because this level can do miraculous work in this market next week. Honestly, it can do a very, very miraculous work in this market next week. So you have to be careful. So I have to just kind of make it look a little bit tiny, Yep, that's it. A little bit tiny to touch this week at this level. So what am I expecting on GBP USD next week? Let me draw this one towards here. So what am I expecting on GBP USD? This is the most major weekly resistance level that we have ever had for a while. And I can see a little daily support level below this level. So I'm going to go ahead to clone it. I'm going to go ahead level to clone this level. I'm going to go ahead to clone this level to get it right. So what am I expecting on GBP USD next week? Simple, clear. Either trade a buy market from this level to this level, then wait for my confirmation and reaction towards this level and start taking it down to this level at this point. Or I wait for my reaction in this the same level, wait for a retest, then still push it all the way more high or even at this level. So it all depends on what the market does at this level that determines what I'm going to trade or what I'm not going to trade. I trade based on the reaction, not by what I think that the market is going to do. So more last one is the USD CHF. That is the last one I'm going to touch to end this video. USD CHF, go on the weekly time frame to know the trend of the market, what the market has been doing, or what the market wants to do. If you can look, this is a major high. Simple with our horizontal bar, this is a major high. And if you guys can look, this is a major low. This is a major low. And this is still another low below this bar. I guess it's, yeah, kind of here. This is a major low. This is a major low too. So I'll go on the daily time frame and I'll see what the market is printing beneath this support and resistance bar. As you guys can see, the market pushed all the way to this level, tapped at this level, came down here, ranged, and pulled back to this level. This is where we have to be careful as traders and know what the market is reacting on this level. This level decide either the market will push all the way to this level or all the way down to this level. It all decide on what this whole place is saying. So I'm going to go ahead and clone this level a little bit most better, a little bit more better. I'm going to go ahead to clone this level a little bit more better. I'm going to take it from below the level. I'm going to take it below the level. I'm going to delete this horizontal bar, pick and extend it a little bit. I know this video has been lengthy, but for educational purpose and for buyers, you have to stick around. And do not hesitate to subscribe and like. Do not hesitate to subscribe, like, and share my video. And I'm very, very grateful and I'm very, very happy for you guys to tune up for me every single week, because I'll be doing this thing every single week. This is just my daily breakdown of the market, what the market is going to do, what we are looking at, and how to react on markets for us to be profitable and have a good P&L at the end of the week. So guys, I have to extend it and zoom a little bit to see what the market is doing here. Bring it a little bit down. So this is what I'm looking at. So as I said, this level determines either the market is going to push up here or down here. But meanwhile, before you conclude that this is a very down trend, you have to look out of this level. Seriously, you have to look out of this mid level, because the market can definitely do something like this. Let me come in. Let me zoom out a little bit. So this level, yes. Or let me bring it a little bit. No, let me bring it a little bit down to this here. So the market can definitely come and do something like this. We can definitely come, bounce here, break here, or bounce here and start heading much down to this downside. I hope this video is very insightful. This video I'm going to end it. This trip is what I'm looking at for the market. I'll see you guys in my next video.